What's up, YouTube? Wardrobe change. I remember what I wanted to tell you. So, thank you for tuning in. I'm Sammy G. This is the Sam Garcia Show, officially, maybe. I really want to have a Sam Garcia show, but for now, this is NETFIX, the show where I tell you what to watch on Netflix this week. I'm doing like a 3-part special this Friday because I've been engaged and I haven't been making videos, and oh man, this is going to be a rough one. Ugh, someone's going to tear me apart for these glasses, but it's okay because it's holiday festive. So, it 'tis the season to be festive, but we're here to talk about what you can binge on and this weekend and between now and the holidays, right? Or at least between now and next week, because next week I'm going to have some more stuff for you. Alright, last episode I was telling you about British Baking Show holidays, Nailed It holidays, threw out a comedy special, Russell Brand. Now I'm moving away from the holiday stuff, even though I will be continuing to wear these glasses. And for those of you like, why is she doing this in a car? It's because I'm a really busy person. How about that? So next week I do plan to have my studio set up. I might even do makeup for you, so stay tuned because it gets a little bit hot in this winter wonderland, meaning I clean up good. Anyway, so I'm gonna jump in with the most important one to me right now because it's the one I saw most recently, and I really want to talk about it because I think it's important for people to watch, especially everyone really, but younger people, everyone, honestly. And I'll say why. The American Meme. Most of you haven't watched this yet, so I'm glad that I can kind of like jump ahead of this and give my opinion. So, the American Meme follows social media influencers. One being Paris Hilton, which is a name I don't normally associate with social media influencers, but she really is like the grandmother of reality TV, of like doing things on social, and I love that I kind of was reminded of Paris Hilton, one, and two, having grown up in the 90s and thinking of her as a punchline for many years, even though, fun fact, when I was in like 4th grade, I painted Paris Hilton as a caricature in a flattering way. Like, she had like, it was her, and I was it 4th grade? I don't know, if you think about it in 4th grade, I was really talented because it looked just like her, but like in the oversized head and like traditional caricatures with the big head and then the little body. I think remember she had a little pink dress and heels shoes, and she said like that's hot in a bubble, but she was holding the little dog, the tiny little freaking chihuahua. She was just like, hey, and she started the little dog thing too. I mean, can't hate on her for paving the way, right? So she's one of them. The Fat Jew, or the Fat Jewish, he's on there. Someone named Brittany Furin. I'm sorry, I can't. I saw it written. They didn't mention her last name too many times. Fran, maybe. But she was a Vine star who ends up marrying a famous celebrity, but I won't say who because it made me happy that she had that happen at like towards the end of the movie. And it's really, it's like an hour and a half or an hour 40, something like that. And it goes into and there was one other guy, Kirill, but he's known as the Slut Whisperer. What a name. But yeah, no, and they're known for different things. A lot of it is comedy and social commentary, right? That's really what influencers are doing. And that's what a lot of the more popular, trendy influencers do. And it breaks it down and it falls and it shows that there is a darker side to the influencer lifestyle, and that's I'm not I'm a millennial, I guess, technically, So I was here when the internet was just becoming what it is today. I was maybe in like 5th to 7th grade. I was in middle school when MySpace really picked up, or at least in my opinion picked up. And there's like these things that have always kind of ate our society, social media. It's a hard thing. There's a lot of demand and there's a lot of supply, and everyone is just yelling into the void to try to get attention. People eat pods of Tide detergent, or not anymore so much, but like that's lighting themselves on fire. Like there's an extremism, and it's a lot of it is because it's kids getting attention, right? So how do you get the attention of kids, and how do kids get attention? They act out and they do things that aren't necessarily safe, but it's funny and it's dangerous and it's crazy and it's stupid, and that's what kids do. And then you see like adults doing things that are traditionally very immature in nature, but then those who do it well and do it right and do it like with like a conscious effort, it can become an art form. And it becomes a comedian, right? It becomes an actor. It becomes entertainers of a different level, and it becomes artists when it comes to like photography and all, and social and fine art has always traditionally been like a reflection. Art has always been a reflection of society. Society influences art, and art influences society. So you see what that means for us today with these real world examples, and some of the stories as we see like the rise and fall of these people. Not that I don't think anyone I would say fell like through the floor, but like you see that there are peaks and lows, and it's sad, and it makes you think like, am I really envious of this life? And if you are, what works and what doesn't, and what to watch out for? And I think all of that, screw that, is really important for all ages, and that's what I started with, and I'll say why. For those that are older, right, older than me by like a decade or two, anyone who's kind of like looking, I know a lot of people embrace Twitter and embrace Instagram and all that, but those who really don't get the influencer nation, like that whole thing, by the way, we should all be really like upset and worried, and like, because those who are influencers, because they're trying to make digital influencers now that is really popular, and it's basically like, what was the name of that game? Doesn't matter. It's basically like video game characters that are posting on Instagram wearing Gucci, and instead of a real model getting a job, or like people getting opportunities to do it. What the F? This is not mentioned in American Media. This is something that I found out on my own from following trends and branding and marketing and all that kind of stuff. And that upsets me because I kind of I always had a dream of being a model. And I've done a little modeling stuff here and there, but like nothing on like a really professional scale. So I would love to have a virtual me modeling for me, which maybe that's what I should do. Don't take my idea. I'll come back and sue you and watch this episode and told you that was my idea. I'm really trailing on because obviously I'm passionate about this topic. Okay, American meme. So you have these people influencing, right? And that's doing like either doing pranks or doing skits or pouring champagne on women's faces, or being a Hilton, being Paris. And she actually has a digital version of herself, but for DJing, which is interesting. And these people aren't necessarily happy with their lives. These tend to be, from what is being highlighted, fairly lonely people, because they're either traveling all the time, they're dedicating their time to making content, they're being surrounded by people who just want to to be seen with them, or they'll be harassed so much on social that it taints the beauty of fame, and you do need a thick skin to do it. So for the older generations, it kind of gives you a window into what and why this is happening, or has been happening, and how it may not be sustainable. For the kids, you see, like, maybe it isn't so glamorous. And for people my age who didn't grow up posting every photo of themselves, but at the same time started the duck face, it's a reminder that we're not behind, we're not lacking. We don't have to catch up to these kids. We're not doing anything wrong by enjoying our lives, and we're not doing anything wrong if we try to get the attention by putting out stuff that you care about, or that is you're trying to catch on to make something for yourself. And that's really a great lesson that we should strive as a society to do for a living what we want to do. That if we want to entertain, that we should do entertainment. And it's really empowering that there is a chance. You have a better chance of making it now. But at the same time, what are you really willing to sacrifice? And is that sacrifice worth the 15 minutes? I'm not sure where I fit, because I was resentful of social media for a long time, because it can be harming, right? Having this kind of this need, this addiction of like, am I liked? And I'm like, and I've always been liked, and I've always not been liked, because that's how people are. People are fickle, and everyone has a different opinion, and some people have good reasons for liking or disliking things, and some people don't, and all of that never really matters. It's basically high school being trapped in this little thing, like high school, or even worse, middle school, right? And it's that judgment, and it's that needing verification and all that junk that is really freaking not my thing, man. I'm an artist. I'm a typical stereotypical artist. Every genre of art, every facet of art has always been a part of me, and social media actually kind of whittles away at that if you let it. So like that wanting to create with your hands and wanting to create for yourself versus creating because you might want a monetary return, or because you want to stay relevant or put out content and all that. So it's a fine line to walk. Oh, have I really been talking for 13 minutes about American Meme? All right, so I'm gonna just drop it here. I think it's really worth watching, and I condone, it gave me a little perspective. I admire NETFLIX for putting this out, and I think it's important. Other quick things. I really liked Sick Note. It stars Ron Weasley, aka Russell. No. Oh, damn. Oh my god, I know his name. Is it? I've always known his name. I've been watching Harry Potter my whole life. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm blanking. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this one as just American Meme. I'll be right back. I'm gonna talk about a couple other shows that I want to share. But you've been great. Subscribe, like, share. If you're embarrassed to like me, don't worry about it. You can just be like a secret Sammy. That's cute. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to keep putting out shows, and the quality is going to go through the roof, so it's worth staying tuned. And you can be one of the people that says, I subscribed and got notified about every episode from before the studio quality one. I'm Sammy G. Thank you so much. Bye.